Hello and welcome back to the Brandon Can Win channel and another video on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. In this video, we're going to be talking about Season 1 and my early thoughts. Before we get started, I want to say spoilers for the main story and for Season 1 story because, well, not Season 1 story, sorry, Episode Fear's story. I want to make that clear too, by the way. I'm saying early impressions on Season 1 because, I'm going to make a second video on Season 1 because when there's the mid-season update, we're getting Episode 2, which is called Duality, which means they're going to add a little bit more story. And there might be more story, which I will get to in a second because I need to explain that kind of thing too. So let's start with the story because there's honestly not much of it. It's actually very disappointing on how little story there is. But basically, when you first boot up the game after Season 1 launches, you get this little animated little summary narrated by the new Joker, pretty much saying that he caused chaos, pretty much blew up a lot of stuff, including his legs, killed his squad and stuff. And then Brainiac came around and started making over his world in his aesthetic and stuff like that, and he's not happy about it, and he's currently trapped on Brainiac's ship in his world, which they call Joker Earth. Hack and Lex and them were able to discover, hey, there's a world where Brainiac has a Joker, and that's not good, so we gotta take him from Brainiac, and we gotta use him. We have this predicament where the squad has to go rescue the Joker. Essentially, that's what it is. It's rescuing the Joker. That's what what the main problem is. And after you kill Brainiac, which is a Green Lantern fight. By the way, I already hate the normal Green Lantern fight, so this fight sucked. Especially, I did it on day 1 of Season 1, and it was very extremely laggy. Oh my god, it was awful. It was so painful to play it. That was bad.
That can wipe all Brainiac's construct shields.
Come on. I did do the fight more recently because it said I didn't beat him, even though I did. So I went and did it on Mastery Level 1 because you unlock Masteries after you beat him. And then it still didn't register. I don't know. I'm going to try and beat him again before Episode 2 comes out. So after you beat him, you get probably one of the funniest scenes in the game so far. Because I will say, like, the dialogue that they've given Joker so far, honestly, he's really funny. I really like him. I hear a lot of people say he's like Lego Batman a bit, but he's mixed with also, like, the violence of, like, the newer Jokers, which I think makes, like, the ultimate Joker.
Mandy, baby, is that
Oh,
you?
God.
I'm so glad you're
Mandy.
Shut it! It was a gamble adding you to this Task Force X, and I'm sick of your bullshit already. So I guess you'll fit right in.
Put it in me.
Bloody hell! Now you just made it weird.
God, so
I killed my team because I truly cared about them. And even though I've only just gotten to know you guys, I care about you that much too.
Some of the mannerisms he gives off Arkham Joker. You can tell that he's in like this Arkham multiverse, but you can also tell it's a different character still. It's the Joker, but it's a different Joker. So he doesn't feel like he's replacing the original Joker, in my eyes at least. That's just me. Some people will still be upset about that, but me personally, I don't really mind. I do think it is weird that the Joker is in the game, though. That could have been a slot for another villain that was not introduced in the Arkhamverse or something. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the story. It's not much at all. Now let's get into some juicy stuff, which is actually what you can do, what my experience was. So I was pleasantly surprised to open the map and see, okay, we got more incursion missions. Okay. But you also have the major missions that you do in the story, minus like the ones related to killing the Justice League. So like destroying like Brainiac's terraformers and stuff like that. You have to do that on Earth 1. And then you go and you can do 6 incursion missions. Now this was an issue I had with Season 0. There were only 3 incursion missions. This time there are 6. However, my complaint with this season's is that 2 of them are literally the same mission. It is taking out one of the giant turrets. It is what it is. It's just weird that they decided, hey, let's just do one mission twice, and that makes it 6. So more people be happy, and there's a little more to do. Another one thing I also appreciate, killing time, which is my favorite mode because it just gets harder and harder. That was actually nice to have from the get-go because I actually like killing time. Also, leveling up in the Fear episode is significantly easier than it is your Finite Crisis. In Finite Crisis, you have to level up the masteries, and then you have to do it with all 3, and you can't level up your masteries anymore until you've done it with all 3 of the incursion missions. And this time around, it's like, I think it's till you get to tier 2. You can just do the same mission on higher and higher masteries, essentially, and then, yeah, move on to the next one. Do that one on higher and higher if you want to go that way. Let's move on to talking about the Joker a bit himself. To unlock him for free, you have to get to level 35 level in the Fear level, whatever you want to call it. It was 35 or 40. I think it was actually 40. But you have to get up to that to unlock Joker. So no, you do not get him right off the bat or very early on. You do have to grind a little bit to get him. But let me tell you guys this, before I move on to what the other option is, it's not that hard to do. It doesn't take that long. Some people said it took them 30 minutes. It took me a couple hours, but that's mainly because I was trying to level up Boomerang, because I wanted to get everyone all fully leveled up. I was trying to get Boomerang leveled up, so it took me a little longer because I wasn't used to playing as Boomerang. But it doesn't take that long to actually unlock the mission that makes it so you have to fight that Brainiac and you unlock the Joker after you kill that Brainiac. So yes, for Fear, if you do it this way, for its story, or its pretty much main preface, you do not have the option to play as the Joker. Unless you do the other option, which is buy him from the store. That is an option you can do. You can spend 1,000 Luther coins, I think it was, which is somewhere between $10 and $20 to get him. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, I recommend if you haven't leveled up all the characters, or maybe there's a character that you're looking at, you haven't played as much, but you want to grind them up to the full maximum level, do that. And then, yeah, you don't have to spend 10 to 20 bucks to get the Joker. Now this Joker, his gameplay is really fun. It is really fun. Just like everyone else, it's fun in its own way. So the weapons he uses shotguns, SMGs, and pistols. I mainly have him using an SMG and a pistol. His traversal attack move drops a bunch of random bombs and craziness below him. He uses umbrella that I assume he stole from the Penguin from his world to glide around, and then if you press, I believe for me it's the A button because I played with an Xbox controller, he switches into like this flying thing, and it's pretty cool, honestly. And while he floats down with his umbrella, you can shoot too, so it's kind of like how Deadshot's in midair. It's like Joker slowly like floating down, kind of, so he goes bam, 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 bam. So that's really cool. And then after you've done a glide, you can cancel it and then go into like this rocket jump kind of thing, and then glide again. You can glide further, and it's really fun. So far, I gotta just say, while I don't think the story is very good at all, in fact, I even said in my last video, the story's bad. Even this one, it doesn't really help that much. Though, like I said, the writing for this, the writing was really good. It was really good for what they did for this Joker and this season. I meant this episode, sorry. I keep saying season, but that's when it comes to the story, it's the episode. When it comes to this episode, they killed it, to be honest, with the writing. One thing that is disappointing with the story, going back to that for a sec, was people thought that Harley would have a huge reaction to Joker either being like angry at him or like kind of weirdly falling in love with him or something like that. But no, she was just like, no, I'm over it. Now I went through some therapy, did some healing, and yeah, I'm over him.
Hal?
Hell no. Been there, done that, got the scars, did some healing. I'm not into that type anymore.
Maladaptive narcissist?
Comedians.
Which is fine. That's like Harley's brand nowadays, that she's no longer with the Joker and she's doing her own thing, or she's with Ivy or whatever. A lot of people are complaining how it's like out of character for her or whatever, but you know, at the same time, I think she acknowledges that, you know, this isn't her Joker. This isn't Mr. J. This is some other Joker. Like, she doesn't even call him Mr. J. She calls him Joker, like, on the battlefield. She understands this is not the same. She might be crazy, but she understands that this is not the same person that she fell in love with in Arkham Asylum. Now let's talk about the Battle Pass and the store. We'll start with the Battle Pass. So I thought there's gonna be like a free tier and a free tier rewards thing and a premium tier rewards thing. No, it's just one thing. And it seems like if you do the premium one, that's where you get like a bunch of emotes and banners and stuff. And if you do the free one, you get the outfits. The outfits look cool, I will say that. I'm not a big fan of Harleys that much. Harleys and Jokers are kind of weird. I do like Deadshots and, oh my god, King Sharks. I haven't unlocked it yet, and it pisses me off that I haven't unlocked it yet. But King Shark, like, oh my god, Iron Shark, I need him. They're all called Wayne Tech suits, so they're like, they look kind of like Iron Man suits in a way. That's the only way I can really describe them. And they're just, it's really cool, especially when you get to like level, I think the highest one is 76. It's 76 or 72. But once you get to that level, you get really cool futuristic looking ones. And it seems worth a grind, you know. And then if you got the deluxe edition, this one's free. This one's all free. There was, however, one thing that did kind of low-key bother me. You might have noticed when I said that, I didn't mention Captain Boomerang. It's because he doesn't have one. He doesn't get a Wayne Tech suit. So if you're a Boomerang main, sorry, no Wayne Tech suit for you. I feel it's kind of weird, but at the same time, it makes sense. Like, eventually there's going to be 10 characters, and I don't know, you'd have to add more and more levels to the Battle Pass every season if you have every character being able to get every set. It's kind of like, I would say, the Justice Losers outfits that you get if you got the digital deluxe edition, like I did. King Shark, Harley, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang, they're always going to have those. They're all going to have one of those based on the Justice League. However, Joker wasn't there when the game came out at first, so Joker's not going to have one. So it's a shame that there will be some points where a character misses out on outfits, but at the same time, it's like, I guess they can't have them all. And you know, if they were to like release ones based on like say movies or say based on the past Arkham games, not all of them are gonna have it. Like King Shark isn't gonna get an Arkham Knight or Arkham City outfit because he wasn't in that game. Same with Boomerang. And I guess Deadshot could technically have the fake Deadshot outfits or something. However, I will say this, if you're a Deadshot main and you wanted another Justice League related outfit from the shop, you are out of luck. So the new outfits in the shop right now are pretty cool. They're pretty funny. They're like low budget. They're pretty much, you know, have you seen my if you've seen the Batman Arkham experience or something, it's a video I post on this channel where I cosplayed as Batman. It was I worked with what I could, and I bought like a Batman mask and like eye makeup to do that. That's kind of what these were. They were like kind of makeshift low budget cosplays of the Justice League for Joker, Harley, King Shark, and Boomerang. So Deadshot did miss out on that one, but you know, what are you gonna do? So my thoughts on Season 1 right now is there definitely are improvements from what it was. There's more to do, and there's more reasons to play it. There's the, you know, leveling up this new character. There's a new character in general. And, you know, you can go back to the story and play as the Joker if you want to. There's not just grinding out the episode thing. There's also grinding out the Battle Pass and all this stuff. And the best part, I gotta say this, the best part about these Battle Passes for this game is that they're permanent. They're not like Fortnite where they last one season and then you have to get it done before this time, or your money's out the window. No, you buy this, you keep it, and you can take as much time as you want. You want to go and play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, beat that whole entire game, play Persona 3 Reload and beat that, and then fill out the battle pass, you can do that. There's no pressure. I will say the biggest disappointment, though, obviously, was the story. There's not much at all. So, my theory, though, I have a theory that the first episode of each season is going to focus on just getting the new character. Then the second one's going to have a little bit more to it. But that's just me trying to be a little bit optimistic about Season 1 and where the game is going. But ultimately, right now, I would still, if you haven't bought the game already and you've been thinking about it, I would probably wait a little bit longer, to be honest. Not too much longer, because I want the game to do well enough to be able to complete its story, because I really want it to finish its story at least. So yeah, I'll be back with another Suicide Squad video when the mid-season drops. Like I said, I really don't feel like making any theory videos right now on the game, because there's not much to work with. So yeah, in the meantime, I'll have more videos up. So yeah, because if for those who don't watch my other content, I make other content besides Suicide Squad videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, hit notification bell when you do. Little question for you: what do you think of Season 1 so far? If you're playing the game, comment below, let me know. And yeah, so long and good night. I did that bit out of order this time, I just realized. Oh, whatever. So long, good night, bye.